Hello there, my name's Caroline. I run the fashion school. We're very aware of everything that's happening at the moment and what we can do to help to keep you being creative when you're at home. We want to do everything to try and assist the NHS, so if you feel that as a parent or as a child that you wouldn't want to come into class, you can keep those classes for next term, or we don't know the exits or whenever it will be, so that you can continue when you come back and that you've not lost any classes. In addition to that, we know that you're going to be at home. I'm going a little bit mental. So we thought we'd do something called the Fashion School at Home pack. And these have been devised with me and your tutors who are working really hard to do little packs just for you. So it'll be done by the tutor in your class or the tutor overseeing. And the class, and so we have 3 different categories. We have Little Fashion Creatives, Stylish Tween and Fashion Lab. So your tutors will be working on a pack that will include little sewing projects, dyeing, using vegetables and things you have around the house. There will be technical things to do. There will be creative briefs. There will be textile embellishment. There will be everything in there, including information on good fashion films to watch. So everything from My Fair Lady to film about Alexander McQueen. And there will be quizzes and there will be competitions, and we will try and support this. Well, we will support this by doing an online support system that will mean that if I've got this right, that we will do it on Zoom and we will do group meetings when your class will be for the first 30 minutes, whatever that class will be. And this is an opportunity for you to speak with your tutors, how you're going, how the project is, any advice that you're given. So that is definitely for Stylish Tweens, Fashion Creative, Fashion Lab. I'm in charge of everybody who's applied for McQueen, and because we've got some special briefs for you because you're working in a slightly different way, and that will be direct with me, and you will also receive technical pack, etc., but your actual design briefs will be directed by me. In each of the packs there will be fabric samples. There's just so much in there, and they're going to last for 6 weeks, and they're going to be structured so you do something different each week. If for some reason you end up doing a lot of it really early, or you've left it for a little bit, you can pick up and do other things. So if you finished your pack within 6 weeks, you could get in touch by all the different methods we were saying in the link in the bio, and we can move from there. So don't worry if you think, oh, I've done it, or I haven't done any of it. We're there to sort this with you, because we know that with you being such amazing creatives, that if you're left bored, it's like the worst. So we know how good it is for you to keep busy. When I was doing my art foundation course ages and ages ago, in the 1970s, there was an electricity strike, which meant that they closed the college. And I was just part of a foundation course, but then we had to work at home for 2 weeks. And that time was the most creative time for me, because I was on my own, able to really breathe and think about what I was doing. I was inspired. And when we returned, I was so much stronger. And I think that when they saw the work I could do in my own environment, they were so impressed that then I think that was one of the major steps in me having a successful career. So do take advantage of this time. In terms of, not all of you will have sewing machines, and in one way that's okay, because a lot of the things you can do in hand sewing. If you do want to get a machine, there are a couple of ways about it. The one that we recommend currently is this, and it's the Genome, and it's the 230 DC, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. Now, this, if you've got another Genome that you bought previously, they are brilliant. Don't think we're going to buy a new machine. But this is kind of like the newer model that's now coming out. As you know, Genomes are really sturdy. They're built to last. There's no reason for you to upgrade the model that you have. I certainly haven't done mine. But if you're buying new, this is the one. We know that some people are going to be finding this really hard financially. And if you are really struggling, and we have some machines, some of my machines that we can hire out to use so that your child can keep sewing. And then on top of that, I need to speak to you about, we're not officially closing. We have to wait for the government to say that. But what we are doing, so we're still open, and there will be somebody here when your classes are here, but we will be starting the online classes from next week. So if you decide that you don't want to come in, there's that to do. So we've got a lot in store for you. I really, really want you chicks to keep busy. You have been so fantastic, and it would be you've all worked so hard, so we want to keep this going with you. Then this is really for those of you who come to us and are planning on continuing with us, or if you want to join us, do get in touch, because we have other plans for you and other packs for you to enjoy. So in a way, it's business as usual here, in the fact that we're trying to keep you all creative and but in a different way. So thank you very, very much, and